everybody. There is a phantom window open somewhere that I got to find, or it's going to be echoing. Yeah, this is a great start. Jesus Christ. Where the hell is. Oh my God. All right, there we go. Okay, well, should be a little bit more of my voice coming from some unknown place on the computer. Anyhow, I thought it was set up to go from lockup to uh, the latest in the 100 Proofs the Earth is Flat series. Whether it went there or not, I ended up starting the wrong live stream. That's what I get for being all organized and trying to program things ahead of time. Maybe I need to stop doing that. That might be the solution. On the other hand, though, this is the first time I've clicked on the wrong thing. And started the completely wrong stream. Anyhow, it looks like it's just you, Cap. Thank you for coming out. I guess we'll give it a couple more minutes before I launch into the proofs. But I saw your latest Cyrax bit. Well, at least he's taking ownership, I guess, sort of, or not. That poor fellow. Or pathetic fellow. I'm not quite sure how to take him, frankly. Anyhow, I have really nothing to talk about other than the flat Earth stuff tonight. Because what's been going on in my world is not going to be terribly interesting to anybody. I mean, there's some clip art packs coming up that you guys can buy. One is going to be titled Cat Ladies, and I guess you can figure out that it's going to be a bunch of art featuring ladies and cats. Not quite sure what the next anthology of comics and or fiction is going to be, but there's a couple that we're all wrapping up, and then we'll see what comes. Wednesday, I will be coming on here late at night, and we'll be playing a little more Guild Wars and taking the Great Constitutional Law Scholar, the digital version of the Great Constitutional Law Scholar, on further adventures through Tyria. When last we saw him, he was, I don't know what he was off to do. He just rescued someone from captivity and had gotten himself a new jacket, light blue and pink. But yeah, so Wednesday night, I will be, around this time, I'll be hopping on here, playing a little bit of Guild Wars. So yeah, if anyone else is out there plays Guild Wars, has characters, come join up with Delete Laws and spread trifolds across Tyria. James Best was the sheriff in Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, Cap is referencing an episode of Lockup that we just saw. And I have actually never seen an episode of Dukes of Hazzards. Or if I have, I don't remember because I was so little at the time. But of course, I've seen the whole, the red car or orange car, whatever color it is, with the rebel flag on the top, and the guys jumping in the side of the car because the doors are welded shut. I mean, I've seen the little clips, and I think that's a show that had the Weasley sheriff and then the guy in the ice cream suit with the southern accent that was kind of the local rich guy / bad guy. Yeah, actually, the thing that surprised me more, I mean, again, I don't know Dukes of Haggard's. Dukes of Haggis It's a Scottish spin-off, and I do a horrible Scottish accent. Never mind. I'll stop that now, before Scotland declares war on me. But yeah, yeah. So I didn't make the connection at all, but no, actually no. But I was about to say Robert Bloch wrote that episode. That's the thing that blows my mind, unless I'm confusing who Robert Bloch is. Let me just look that up real fast before we go on to Surrender Monkey. Welcome. Am I misremembering Robert Bloch, screenwriter and novelist and short story author? Nope, I am not. He is the horror and mystery writer, just like I thought he was. Well, we all have our off days, I guess, because that was kind of not his best work. And Surrender Monkey, welcome, welcome. Yes, Boss Hog. Although now I want somebody to make the Dukes of Haggis. I think that would be a wonderful show, or maybe not. Anyhow, let's get on with what you gentlemen are here for. You're here to get an education in how the Earth being a globe is just an illusion that's being foisted upon us by them. Of course, the reason for why they are hiding the truth about the Earth is that part I don't really know. Maybe it's because they are keeping all of the elven women and grand treasures for themselves beyond, on the world beyond the mighty ice wall. Maybe it's because, well, actually, if they are hiding what's beyond the circle of ice that surrounds us all, then would they really need to have large supposed cargo ships sailing down there and going off into the other realm? General Lee, the racing goat. Yes. So anyhow, why they are keeping this secret from us, I don't know. But maybe as we go through the 100 proofs of created by William Carpenter, one of the grandfathers of the modern flat Earth movement, maybe we'll realize the roots of the conspiracy, and we'll have an aha moment, and our eyes will be open and we'll be educated. I have high hopes of that happening. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. But actually, no, I don't. I think I've said before that find this a little goofy. I've found his proofs to be kind of circular arguments that he makes a statement and says, aha, there you go. But maybe it gets better as we go along, because first batch seemed to be him kind of willfully misinterpreting longitude, latitudes, and how that whole system is supposed to work. Or maybe he wasn't intentionally misinterpreting it. He just has an even weaker understanding of that than I do. It's more we got into the more sort of philosophical sort of proofs, where it seemed like I say this, therefore it's obviously true. Yeah, that's basically what his next batch of proofs kind of were. That well, there's these things, references in the Bible, and because I say the Earth is flat, and when I look out the window, I think it looks flat, therefore it's flat. Barely touching on the fact that there was, before he came along, even there were hundreds and hundreds of years of people sort of proving some sort of curvature to the Earth. Anyhow, enough of that. Let's get on with the show. We will go over 4 proofs tonight, just like every time we do this. And instead of having the general just sort of chit chat for an hour or 2 afterwards, we're probably gonna have to wrap it up pretty quick because long day today, early day tomorrow, usual kind of chaos right now in my universe. Well, it's become usual the last while, but anyhow, so we want to well, let's see if this will do it. All right, so there is the index with the links to the various proofs. Number 21 is titled the quote spherical lodestone. So let's see what he has to say about whatever that is. So number 21. And is that large enough, or do you guys want it? Do you guys want it a little larger so you can read along? I never can tell. Oh, I should move myself down to make it bigger. There we go. There we go. That's bigger. Let's see. Surrender monkey can't work out. Oh, for gosh sakes, now I can't read what he's saying. Can't work out which one is worse. Lying about laws or lying about reality and tagging God because he made it flat? Good. Yeah, good question. Who knows? Who can say? Well, actually, Mr. Carpenter here can say, but hey, Carrie, welcome. You here for an edumacation? Okay, so number 21. Man's experience tells him that he is not constructed like the flies that can live and move upon the ceiling of a room, with as much safety as on the floor. And since the modern theory of a planetary Earth necessitates a crowd of theories to keep company with it, and one of them is that men are really bound to the Earth by a force which fastens them to it like, quote, needles round a spherical lodestone, a theory perfectly outrageous and opposed to all human experience, it follows that, unless we can trample upon common sense and ignore the teachings of experience, we have an evident proof that the Earth is not a globe. Okay, so this is so he is. So the argument here is that Australia is not below Europe because people in Australia are upside down from Europe. Well, okay, but how is he establishing what's up and what's down? I mean, if the proof that the Earth is flat is that, or there is no up and down, is what he's saying. But even when he was writing this in 1883 or 1838, whenever it was, I should refresh myself on when he was writing this. But even when he was writing this, people could observe. 1885 is when this particular edition was published. Might be first, I don't know. 1885. So in the 1880s, when he was writing this, even then they could say, wow, we look up in the sky and we see different constellations um, in the southern hemisphere than we see in the northern hemisphere. Because there were people down under there. There had been explorers down there for a very long time, even before this guy came along. I know that to make some of these notions work, I forgot. I never get to get back to all the proofs that Australia didn't exist and how they started out as jokes. But we'll get to that eventually, proving to Carrie and everyone else down there that they don't really exist. They're all actors. But anyhow, people are stuck to the earth by a force which fastens them to it. Well, again, maybe it's just because I take it for granted because, again, I look out from a tall building and I see ships disappear over the horizon. If it was a table and it was perfectly flat, they wouldn't disappear. They wouldn't seem to sink and go away, would they? And I still also can't. Maybe I need to go and look at some more flat Earth videos because I have yet to see someone give me a decent explanation for seasons. You know, why is it where Carrie is right now? Why is it sunny and warm? And it's well, it's always rainy and cold where I am, but it's rainier and colder than it is normally. They don't have white Christmases in Australia unless they, make them artificially. So how does one explain that? Or how does one explain that I can call Europe and on the phone or on YouTube here? I look out my window and it is nighttime. It is pitch dark out there. And I would suspect that if Surrender Monkey were to look out his window, it's daylight because I think it's late morning where he is. If I'm remembering correctly where he is. And I don't know whether they had the same theory that I picked up from what flat Earth stuff I looked into. Gravity is some sort of electromagnetism or something, according to them. At least according to one. I've heard references. It made no sense to me, so it didn't register much. Because even if they're not saying that there's no gravitational force, there's that the spinning of the earth and the movement of everything doesn't create the okay. So yeah, so not quite, but it's been a very long time since I've actually no. Well, it was Africa. It wasn't Europe, and it was Eastern Africa. Never mind. Plus, his argument is kind of flawed anyway because, and I looked this up because I thought I have a way to sort of poke holes in this, and the hole you poke in this is that man is trying to tell me he's not constructed like flies. Well, flies have little hooks on their feet that let them walk along, walk across the ceiling. So yeah, we're not constructed like flies. That's certainly true. But this bit with, yeah, I mean, I have no counter for it, but I also can't wrap my mind around how this is true. Because the counter is gravity. The counter is physics, which, according to the flat Earth theories, is just so much made up hogwash and mathematical trickery and so yeah, I mean, I can't disprove this, but then he can't. Just because I can't walk across the ceiling doesn't mean that Carrie's upside down from me and I'm upside down from her vantage points. Or, hell, I'm upside down from Surrender Monkey. Or at least at an odd angle. Again, and this all comes back to scale. These people, this guy does not take it into fact that it is we're tiny, tiny little specks on a gigantic ball. Oh, you still have a fever? That's no good. The hell, Ambassador of Bolivia was a Cuban spy? What? Well, you must have come too close to the truth about the Earth is really flat, and now they're framing him. Don't know what that headline was all about, but all right. Next. Oh, here we go. Yep. Dragging God into it. Here you go, Surrender Monkey. Oh, yes, and then this Mr. Proctor fellow that he has a case in the ass against. God's truth. This is proof number 22. God's truth never requires a falsehood to help it along. Mr. Proctor, in his lessons, says, men have been able to go round and round the earth in several directions. I don't know how that's a falsehood, but okay. Now, in this case, the word several will imply more than two, unquestionably, whereas it is utterly impossible to circumnavigate the earth in any other than an easterly or westerly direction. And the fact that this is perfectly consistent and clear in relations to the earth as a plane. Now, since astronomers would not be so foolish so as to damage a good cause by misrepresentation, it is presumptive evidence that their cause is a bad one and a proof that the earth is not a globe. Okay, so Mr. Carpenter here says, I say that astronomers are liars, therefore the earth is flat. Did I get that right? And has anyone circumnavigated the globe going over the South Pole? They must have by now. I mean, we can fly planes, right? Well, let's see. Circumnavigate Earth north to south. Again, this is 1885, so it might not have happened. All right, the fastest circumnavigation of the Earth via both. That's like I said, it was by planes. Circumnavigation via both geographic poles by aeroplane is 46 hours, 40 minutes, and 22 seconds, and it was achieved by an international team Uh, let's see. An international team of Captain Hamish Harding from the UK, Captain Jakob Beck from Denmark, Captain Jeremy Oskow from South Africa. South Africa, does that exist? I mean, it's kind of on the wrong side of the planet. Captain Yevgenko Vasilenko, or Yevgen Vasilenko from Ukraine. Oh, Ukraine doesn't exist. Just ask the Russians. And some anonymous person who is a Qatar executive from Qatar, or Gutter as they were calling it for a while, then decided, oh, that doesn't sound right. So let's go back to Qatar. Can you go around the Earth from north to south? Is another question that's popped up here. Several parties have successfully done it, and it is only possible because the Earth is a sphere. Flat earthers incorrectly claim that the Earth's circumnavigation has never been done, though both the poles, through both the poles, and they use the Earth is flat. See, this is to me is kind of mind-boggling, because to a guy in 1885, I can see him very easily say, yep, no one's gone north to south around the Earth, so therefore it must be flat, and we all go in circles round and round and round. But people living in the late 20th century, early 21st century, how can, I mean, they have to admit airplanes exist, right? Yeah. Let's see. Flat Earth. Flat earthers incorrectly claim, I've already read that. All right, so let's just go down this here. And a guy did in a home-built plane even? Interesting. We'll see if that's on this list of, let's see, November 14 through 17. So 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Captain Fred Lester Austin Jr. and Harrison Finch took off from Honolulu, and they started to circumvent the Earth through both poles. Their route from Honolulu to the North Pole, then to London, England, then to, should I bring up a world map so we can trace this? Pan Am did it in 1977. Well, yeah, okay, I should finish the 65 one. And then from Portugal, then they went to Buenos Aires, Argentina. Again, Argentina, does that exist? All right, I'm going to pull up a world map here, because once again, I used the wrong screen, or the wrong function. I didn't. Yeah. Well, let's see if this will. All right. Is a big ass map of the Earth. Yes, it is. Open image. Of course. Oh, God damn it. When we cover proof number 89 and onward, I will have figured out how to do this effectively. So there's a kind of map of the Earth. So they started over here in Honolulu, or sorry, down here in Honolulu, flew to the North Pole, flew to London, flew to Lisbon, sort of around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell. And then flew all the way down to Argentina. No, sorry, they flew to South Africa, right? I'm forgetting the route they took now. And well, I am. My voice does put people to sleep. I am here to help ease you into the arms of slumber. So, all right. Well, let me go through these quickly so you guys can can get to bed and be educated at the same time. There are flat earthers all around the globe. Yeah. Surrender monkeys, sleep well. Talk to you next time. And why are you crashing at 8 a.m. in the morning? That's backwards. You should be doing that at night, says the guy that stays up till 3 or 4 in the morning on a regular basis. But okay, yeah. So let's move onward. But I think we have many, many examples of, at least now, people could find them easily. I did even do a real serious search, and I found at least 5 examples of people circumnavigating the globe from north to south. Because flight, because airplanes. Although one of them did say that NASA was involved. I need to get a dun 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 sound effect to play when I say something like that, because I understand that NASA is in the service of them, and NASA is the guardian of the truth, and the truth that they're keeping from us. And that's not what I wanted to do. Let's keep backing this up. There we go. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and dismiss this as number 22. It really does boil down to one of 2 things. One, he couldn't envision people doing north-south circumnavigation of the Earth, because the South Pole is in the way, and from his point of view. Or it's just another example of all astronomers are liars because I say so, and that means the Earth is flat. Either way, this one I can't buy into, and I don't see how anyone that acknowledges the existence of airplanes could buy into this. But and with access to just, I don't know, Google. Anyhow, number 23. I mean, that said, there are probably some smart flat earthers out there. I mean, I can think of one. I mean, I listened. I don't agree with it, but I can see that he when he's not getting all angry, he presents the arguments in a kind of sensible way. But and then there's also Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, but I guess I just kind of like his presentation and just kind of like his general air. All right, number 23. So here's research that he's done, apparently, because he says, if astronomical works be searched through and through, there will not be found a single instance of a bold, unhesitating, or manly statement respecting a proof of the Earth's rotundity. Proctor speaks of, Proctor being his nemesis, Proctor speaks of, quote, proofs which serve to show how that the Earth is not flat, and says that man, quote, finds reason to think that the Earth is not flat, and speaks of certain matters being, quote, explained by supposing that the Earth is a globe. Oh, okay. I see what he's doing here. And says that people have, quote, assured themselves that the Earth is a globe, But he says also that there is not a, quote, most compatible proof that the earth is a globe. Just as though everything in the world could possibly be wanted but a proof that proves and settles the whole question. This, however, all the money in the United States Treasury would not buy the proof that the earth is round. And unless the astronomers are all so rich that they don't want the cash, it is a sterling proof that the earth is not a globe. Hey there, Cody, or Leaf. You emailed me. I saw that you emailed me, and then I didn't get back to you. I apologize. Hopefully tonight, hopefully, or tomorrow, or yeah. It's messy. Okay, so the bold, unhesitatingly manly statements that the earth is flat, I don't know that makes it so. And I, again, not having read Proctor's material or attended his lectures since he's been dead for decades and decades and decades, and it seems to me that our good friend Mr. Carpenter is doing a favorite trick of people that do this sort of thing. They're putting inflections and interpretations on words that I don't think that the writer intended. The phrase that man finds reason to think that the earth is not flat, that's not hesitating in the way I suspect it was used in the text that it was found from. And the phrase that is explained by supposing, again, you look at mathematical formulas and such, and you suppose that they're true. I suppose that 2 + 2 = 4. And I suppose that nobody out there is going to disagree with 2 + 2 = 4. So I think here he is trying to twist the words that might have slightly different weight if we were to read the full paragraphs. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing here. And I think the bold and unhesitating and manly statements respecting a proof that of the Earth's rotundity, I think we can go as far back as the Egyptian guy, or the Greek, was it Egyptian guy, who was sticking sticks in the earth and watching shadows and using that to determine that the earth is a globe. And there was, I believe it was a Greek that was using wells to do something similar, I want to say. They were very manly and unhesitating in their statements. But I guess he's just talking about astronomers who will be scientists, and most scientists will phrase things in context of theories, and my research has shown, whereas it's in my opinion, the people that really don't care about real science that will make absolutist statements like, the science is settled, as we kept hearing for a couple of years there, from people who anyhow, enough said about that. Yeah, so maybe you won't find in astronomical works in 1885 people that were saying that I am certain that the earth is round, because they are phrasing it scientifically. Or maybe they say it Or maybe they just assume that no one is going to be so foolish so as to assume that the yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to remember. But yeah, there's all kinds of folks who are saying that in very manly ways that respect a proof of the Earth's rotundity, even if some of them had the they had the sort of structure of, of the solar system wrong. They still had a they didn't have a heliocentric notion of their environment. They thought the sun moved around the Earth. So actually, I guess they were between flat earthers and the globers. Oh, hello, Lucy. Welcome. How are you doing this fine evening? And Kat, Blazing Saddles, explained the theory a bit better. That what I'm assuming it's the well, let me find the exact speech. Yes, go ahead, Leaf. You want to let's see, salt of the earth, Blazing Saddles speech. Yes, this is the one, and yes, I do think that Mel Brooks and was it Gene Wilder? Did Gene Wilder help write Blazing Saddles, or was that the Frankenstein spoof? Here we go. You've got to remember. Here's an explanation of the. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lucy. I'd forgotten. You are you're Carrie's bestest, smartest, most wonderful child. Because you have the good taste that come to these streams. All right, here's an explanation as to why there's still belief referring to. You got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. Morons. Yeah. I guess we leave out the New West. They're the common clay. Morons. Yeah, possibly. Okay, Leaf. Well, actually, Leaf, that is the primary thing that flat earthers will rely on. They say that your senses. Your senses are the primary thing you should rely on. Mathematics, bah. Well, that's about it. I mean, just your senses and your ability to think about what your senses perceive. So yeah, oops, there we go. So our perception is limited. So is the universe curved? Do we just see it that way? Well, except your perception does well. Is the universe curved? I mean, don't know that it is. Well, it probably is. I don't know. One thing that comes up, well, the sun comes up and the moon comes up and goes down because there's horizons and everything's orbiting around everything else. The Nullarbor Plains. Nullarbor Plains. That doesn't sound like a real place. That sounds like something H.P. Lovecraft came up with. Ooh, that's pretty impressive. Of course, it's all CGI because there is no such place. You've been halfway around the world. Is it a disc? Well, yes, according to the flat Earth theory, Mr. Leaf, you can only travel east-west or west-east, and you're really just going in a really big circle around magnetic north / the North Pole. So yes, you have been halfway around the world, except you have not. You've been halfway across the world, and you travel in a big circle, or so we are to believe. The Earth is a stuffed crust pizza. Yes. Yes, that is the model that the flat Earth most closely resembles. Western end of the treeless plain. You know, if Australia wasn't so goddamn far away, I think I want to go visit because it looks very cool. Although, Carrie, I don't know, you want to take pictures because these pictures I'm looking at, they kind of prove the Earth is flat. I guess I should share these pictures because it's weird that they want to claim that Australia doesn't exist when it looks like Australia proves the Earth is flat. Here we go. Let's see if it'll. All right, so let me get Cap's comment out of the way. Ask a weird Leaf. There's nothing but weird ones going on in this conversation. None of this makes any sense to any sensible person. At least I don't think it should, but what do I know? And that's not what I wanted. I want to look at the pictures because who cares what's at what? But this shows that that the Earth is flat. Australia is proof that the Earth is flat. Holy shit, we have just discovered something. We have solid proof that the Earth is flat, and Carrie will verify it by taking even more pictures. Can I get this larger? Open image and new tab. Except that's just an image. Nullarbor Plain, the western end. I'm sorry, it sounds like a made-up location. The western end of treeless plain. There are places on imaginary maps with names like that. I've drawn a few of them. Oh, you can't see what I'm looking at, can you? Because I still have the wrong format open. Well, let's try this. Share. Aha! Here we go. I got it. Let's look at proof that the Earth is flat. Yeah, the place that doesn't exist. Oh, that didn't do a damn thing, did it? All right, let's doink, 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 doink. The Nullarbor, is it pronounced Nullarbor? Nullarbor? I can't do an Australian accent. Here, somebody wants to come up and tell me how to pronounce this. Let's see. Here we go. Put out the link. Tell me how to pronounce it. Bar. Oh, that's Southern, U.S. Southern. So yeah, if someone wants to come up and tell me how to pronounce that, then please. So here we have a road called 90 Miles Straight, Australia's longest straight road, 146.6 kilometers. Nullarbor? Was that the way I pronounced it the first time? And you've been to France, and then Spain and Belgium. Do they orbit on a central axis? Well, no, they're all on a plane. They're all on a flat plane. So here we have the longest straight road, and you will see at the end of this road, there's a line. Oh my God. On the other hand, if it's perfectly flat, then why does it not just continue out behind this sign? Why does there seem to be a slope? Australia is tilting. Here we go. Here's proof the Earth is flat. Western end of the treeless plain. We have, look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shocking. And, ooh, it's flat. Australia. If you want to prove the Earth is flat, you go to Australia. Don't claim it doesn't exist. You go there and you take pictures. And you visit Kerry. There we go. And this thin blue line, this is where all of the jackboot thug pigs, to borrow from something from Chilito de Castro, they're all guarding here, making sure no one goes beyond the edge and discover all the elf villages and that live beyond there. And here we are back at the picture, or a picture of the road, and going off into the flat earth infinity here. All right, so new theory. Oh, yeah, I did see that much in the email, Leaf. That's kind of sad to hear. Or read, rather, if I read it right. So you said you were going to go on a trip, Carrie. Is this the eastern end of the Nullarbor Plain? All right. Have you guys seen that this is yet more proof that the Earth is flat? Australia. Why do flat earthers make Joe? Why did they? Australia is proof the Earth is flat. Okay, we have it, people. I am now convinced. I am sold. The Earth is flat. How do we know the Earth is flat? Well, because you don't have the northern end of the Nullarbor Plain. You have the eastern end, and you have the western end of the treeless plain. And the road goes east-west. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Anyhow, we here have I think, the proof Although, if you look at this picture, it's suspicious. Does anyone see something wrong with this picture? I mean, I do. So I'm pretty sure all you smart people in the side chat see what's wrong with this picture. It's doctored. So now I have to find myself I'm questioning whether whether Australia really proves that the Earth is flat, despite all appearances here. Because this picture is clearly doctored. And it's doctored badly. It's kind of like, the moon landing was faked and faked badly. Look right here. Look right here. You see here? You have these letters. They have one color, one font, one size. And then you have this. You see right here? It's different coloration, slightly different size of the word and the letters. Clearly faked. So maybe Australia isn't proof that the Earth is flat. Maybe this is manufactured to shed doubt on the flat earthers. Maybe the Nullarbor plane has no east and west. Maybe this said something completely different. Yeah. And if that sounds crazy to anybody, then that's how it sounds to me when people start going on about NASA and vast global multi-century conspiracies hiding the true nature of the planet from the masses because of reasons. But yeah, that is pretty. I'm flipping back and forth here because I was in the middle of giving a nutty performance. But yeah, that is pretty awful. I do agree. Driving across the Nullarbor Plain, Tourism Australia. So you did say you guys were taking a trip, Carrie. Is this where you were going, or is this where you live? Well, I've got. Let's see. I went on a rant about that just because I got inspired, and let's see. Where was I? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I got one more proof, and then I'm probably gonna have to wrap it up. But yeah, you and I don't know if you're camels, kangaroo, and remote control somethings. Oh, the sign. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I need to. But yeah, carrying leaf, you probably should exchange contact information or something. Yeah, last pick. All right, let's look at that one more time. Then we'll go to the. Look at dinosaur, doesn't it? But this picture right here. Oh, it's a camel. Camels. Pigs with radio antennas. Yeah, remote controlled pig like remote controlled pig animals. These are, oh my God, are these the driving pigs? Are the driving pigs from Australia? Yeah, I know. I see it. Yeah, it's got an antenna. Or is this a pig people drive? Probably call it, what is it, tapir? Is that what those are called? This is Erie Highway, Nullarbor. And again, you see how flat it is? I don't know. So watch out for the camels, the kangaroos, and the, well, maybe not remote controlled. Maybe these whatever they are, maybe they're the ones that broadcast things that controls people's minds. Oh. So, Carrie, what is this creature that has an antenna coming out of its back? Wait, now I can't scroll all of a sudden. Be inspired. Come and say good day. Good day, the short film. Discover your Australia. Deals and offers. Oh, you guys can see this. So it's a wombat, and so, well, no, I believe the two T's because there are two T's in battery, and clearly clearly wombats are not actual, or is this, are they cybernetically modified? Is this cybernetic wombat? I need to go to Australia, clearly. I need to see the sights. Places to go. Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth, Gold Coast, Hobart, Canberra, Darwin, Cairns, Adelaide. Adelaide, that's near where you live, right, Carrie? Things to do. Arts and culture. Aboriginal experiences. I guess you can use the word Aboriginal. I was wondering about that the other day. All right, yeah, now I've totally lost. These people are taking their lives in their own hands. Those are emus. There's no sound. That's tragic. Well, but anyhow, wombat, yeah, it should be spelled with two T's because batteries. Wombats are battery powered, clearly. So it's right there in the name, battery. It's been in front of us the whole time, and we just didn't know. We're learning all kinds of truths right now. So I'm going to give the last proof. What countries have I been to, Leaf? Well, let me see. I'm going to try to remember. I have been to, well, the U.S., Mexico, Canada, England, Germany, France, Morocco, Spain. Said England already, right? Yeah. Scotland, technically, barely. But same thing with Morocco, barely. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, Sweden. I said Germany. One of those places next to Germany, I'm forgetting the name of right now. Oh my God, not Poland, but south of Poland. I forget. Um, uh, but I've been all the places where I have been upside down. So clearly the earth is flat or something. Did I leave off Denmark? Yeah, I've been to Denmark. Sorry. Lived in Denmark for years. Can't believe I forgot Denmark. No, Denmark is north of Germany. Um, North Germany, south of Sweden. Uh, well, south of Norway, west of Sweden, east of England. Um, no, it's one of the countries with vampires and stuff and concentration camps. Um, oh, Holland. I've been to Holland. I've been to Luxembourg. Uh, I think I was in one of the Baltic states at one point, but no, I don't think so because I think they're still part of Russia. So never mind. I don't think I actually was there. Um, but yeah, Luxembourg. Uh, Austria. Been to Austria. Pretty much been to most of the European Union nations. Haven't been to Greece. Haven't been to Turkey, but then Turkey's not European Union. Uh, yeah, I've been all over the place. What language is Danish? I assume is what you're trying to say there. Um, oh my God, I'm going to call up a map. That'll help me. Anyhow, Danish is what they speak in Denmark, and they speak Dutch in Holland, um, which is a common mistake people make often. At least Americans make often. Yep, dansk. That's the Danish word for Danish. De taler dansk i Denmark. And my Danish, by the way, has gotten really bad. My accent, my English accent when I try to speak Danish is horrible. But I can still say "word and flydepo." That phrase, by the way, "word and flydepo," that's a phrase that if you speak Danish fluently, you must have non-Danish speakers attempt to pronounce, which Leaf can and Berf Meloy or eats. That's another phrase. And I can still pronounce those without a terrible, terrible accent. But yeah, I still do the o sounds without any problem. We're now way off topic, aren't we? But let's see, Google map of Europe. That'll help me. Here we go. Oh, this is hilarious. Completely random that I got pulled this map up. Let's see if it's big enough for me to actually open image and new map. Although I should have looked for one from the 80s, which is when I was over there. But should probably just say yes. I pulled this from my work archives. It's a 2004 map of Europe that the CIA produced. So, yes, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Poland, Germany, Austria. Was it Czechoslovakia? Or was it, maybe it was Poland? Somewhere down in here. Or down in here. But Vienna, that's all, yeah. Austria, sorry, I went to Austria. France, I've been to France. I've been to Belgium. I've been to whatever the hell this is. Netherlands, Holland. Been to England, been to Scotland, so United Kingdom. Been to Spain. Been to Morocco, sort of, kind of. I guess same thing. When I say I've been to Luxembourg, it's also kind of, sort of. I spent a few hours there. Let's see. Italy. Been to Italy. Again, just a few hours. We were in Austria, across the border into Italy, went down a bit, then went back. Let's see. Sorry you asked. Well, I hear that phrase a lot, actually. And this is how I stop people from asking again. But yeah. And I'm probably missing some, but yeah, I've been all over here. Hungary. Was it Hungary? God, it was either Czechoslovakia or Hungary. I don't remember. Or maybe Poland. No, what? Who the hell knows? I don't remember anymore. But I spent the most time in Denmark, and second most time in England, and a couple of different trips to France, many trips to Germany. But yeah, so all over the place. 70 countries? Holy crap. Wow, I didn't realize you had traveled that much. Jeez. That's damn impressive. And Brif Meis, yeah, that's still a term. It basically means ground beef patty with ice cream. Although Brif is also just something that they make in Denmark. It is a patty made out of ground beef, but it's thicker than a hamburger patty, and you eat it with mashed potatoes and gravy and vegetables, and sometimes a little bit of strawberry jam or jelly. Yeah, and now we are super way off topic. Have I put you guys to sleep yet? Those of you that were nodding off. Oh, this is interesting. Wait, that's not right. The CIA put a town in the wrong spot. I think. Unless I'm misremembering, which is certainly possible. Yeah, sorry, CIA, if you're listening. It must be me that's mistaken. Oh, yes, it is. I was confusing Aarhus and Odense. It's weird to put Aarhus on this map, though. They put Copenhagen or Copenhagen and Aarhus. They put Aarhus on this map. Wonder why. I have to look up Aarhus and try to remember what's there. Well, there's a port, but I would assume. Well, I don't know. It's the CIA. Who knows? Welcome, Mirror Z42. We have spun off into all kinds of weird conversations thanks to Leaf and Carrie. However, if you scroll back, you will find that we have found proof in Australia that the Earth is indeed flat. So there's that. And I'm looking over, and this was I try to remember which countries I've been to in Europe and used the map that the CIA provided us with to attempt to remember. But yeah, I have no idea what those icons are. I see a pill and a cucumber, and a pill and a cucumber. I feel like I should be channeling Robert Dreyfuss in Close Encounters. This means something. I don't know what it means, but but yeah, mirrors. You need to go look at the Nullarbor Plains. Oh, okay, all right, I get it now. Okay, yeah. Has he been up to stupid again? Or am I being compared to Wrangler? No. Although someone did actually ask me, although I think they were trying to get my goat, when I realized who they were, said, "Oh, you're a flat earther. I didn't realize you were a flat earther," because they see the titles of these streams, and I guess they thought I was trying to prove the Earth is flat. Instead, I'm just trying to understand how anyone could believe that the Earth is flat. But number 24, let me get this out of the way. That way I have actually done the purpose for tonight's stream. Number 24. Yep, right saw him. That was the guy. I had no idea who he was, but yeah, he's one of the fanfic writers. So let's see. When a man speaks of a most complete thing, quote in quotes, amongst several other things which claim to be nobody. You're saying he's a nobody? Well, I have no idea. It was him and oh my gosh, I thought the name was kind of clever. I forget the name now, but Wrights On is a nobody. Okay, yeah. But it was him and somebody else. They were in. Oh, you were there too. Yeah, that was during Stone Vet's live stream. That it came up in recommendations, and so I thought I'd go check him out. And I'd never sat through that much of Fraud at Wrangler before. That was quite an eye-opening experience. I've seen bits and pieces, but the full thing, yeah, pretty amazing. And I'm gonna have to, swing by Stone Vets again because that was a lot of fun. Well, yeah, they were. It dawned on me what was going on. They were trying to start a fight in someone else's side chat, and I'm not gonna play that game. And plus, it was just so dumb that it was not even really. I mean, the responses I made. I don't even, a lot of times I'm running these YouTube things and it's background noise. I'm actually working on other stuff, so I don't see I don't see a lot of what was on in the chat. So, I might have missed stuff. I don't know, but what I did see was silly. um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to start a fight, or if they were just, well, they were the whole bit with somehow he thought that some stranger calling me a hypocrite would somehow get under my skin. I think that's what he was hoping. But I don't know. I have no idea what was going through his mind. And don't really care. But I do care about this proof. BSBT. Broken system, broken trust. I've seen him around and think he's, weird and dumb. Merb I find funny. Merb I like. Oleg Welsh. Yeah, for a while there, he was being recommended. He would pop up on my as recommendations, and I'd go watch him, and I kind of liked him. And I forgot he existed. He just reminded me, so I'll have to go check him out. My knowledge will handle chat. Okay. But thing is, I was, there was a couple people there. It seemed like I was, getting along with, swapping jokes back and forth. And then that came out of left field. What? Huh? Well, I guess part of it might be I really don't care about this tribalism that seems to infect a lot of people. I use Welsh News Network as background noise when I'm working. I use Stone Vet. I've actually tried using what's his name, Coded Friend, but I find him to be too annoying. It's the creation of fan fiction that he likes to engage in, and his side chat when I did go and watch them, because actually I do appreciate that. I think they're the only channel that has actually restreamed huge chunks of my live streams. So that's cool. So I say that they're great. They're my greatest fans. Well, yeah, mirrors, and actually Cody. Sorry, Leaf. I don't know you've known me for 45 years. Because we came back. Oh my God, am I that old? Maybe I am that old. But we came back to the States in, I want to say, 86, maybe 85. God, that is 40 years ago, isn't it? No, wait, 90, 20, yeah, 40 years. So 40 years. But 35 years. There you go. Yeah, that's closer. That's yeah, I think that's right. But mirrors, yes. Right Song doesn't like WNN. Yeah, I get the impression that he's one of those tribal people that if you're not with me, you're against me. And unless you are, well, I don't like people who try to silence other people. That's basically the beginning and the end of how I look at YouTube channels. Now that we're way off, maybe we won't do. Let's do 3 proofs tonight, and then we'll spin off in a completely different topic or different topics. I don't care, what uh, God damn it, Coded Friends and his people go on about. I don't care what uh, Dan and Welsh News Network go on about. I don't care what Merv goes on about, as long as it's interesting and entertaining to me. I do care when you have the likes of Chilito de Castro, who tries to silence people who criticize him, and anyone else that runs out there and files ridiculous copyright strikes for no reason other than to silence critics and silence those who disagree with them. Same thing, and I get, again, when it clicked who he was and who the other person, who's, again, I like the name, that screen name that he or she has. Damn. Well, people who go in and intentionally try to disrupt other channels' side chats and just be assholes. I don't appreciate that either. Get a life is kind of the way I look at it. Stone Vet's chat is a free for all. Adults usually handle it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he said that a couple of times while I was there. And again, that's another reason why even though I could have been misinterpreting. I could have, I don't know, because I was, again, only half paying attention, despite my comment that, oh, if I'd known you were a fan and a writer of fan fiction about me, I would have paid more attention. No, I wouldn't have paid more attention because I was engaging in, I was working. So it was just background noise while I was doing some editing. Well, on a thing, says Leaf. Well, yeah, the whole bit with have I disavowed WNN? No, and I'm not going to. Doesn't make me a hypocrite. Oh, he said that he was trying to get me to fight with him. Okay. I guess I missed that. Or you said he went at me because of Dan and his crew over there. Okay. Well, either way, it was stupid, and I wasn't going to engage in the nonsense that he clearly was looking for in someone else's chat. You've started the channel? Well, drop the link. Hey Virgo, I was gonna keep the stream focused, but the audience had had other desires. Well, do you need to be a moderator in order to put a link in the chat? I think you do. Do you want me to give you a wrench? Oh, mirrors. No. Never mind. No, don't. I hope you're joking, but when you say you're sorry, but no. This is here to entertain me. This is here to entertain you. Whatever people find entertaining, and whatever they want to talk about, we can try to talk about. Uh, let's see. I need to go to YouTube. And then I need to go to my channel. So is your channel up? Is your channel up, Leaf? Yeah, here's me having screwed up my stream that was prepared for yesterday, or that was intended for Wednesday. Yeah, of course, Carrie had to comment on it. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, so your channel's not up yet. Well, when it's up, you need to give us a link, so we can plug it, and we can all go subscribe. And oh, Virgo, you're in my neck of the woods, as I recall, and yeah, it's been insane. Driving home from work tonight, I heard about the urban flooding that they're predicting, and just, oh my God, I-5 was a pain in the ass coming home. In the sense that every time a large vehicle or big truck went zooming by, there were, seems like an eternity, but it was only like maybe 3 or 4 seconds where, or maybe not that long, where it was completely, you would see nothing, and kind of scary. But yeah, it is raining hard. It is insane. Oh, Greenstein. So you're doing real YouTubiness, unlike the stuff that I poke around with here. But yeah, mirrors. I actually found Stone Vet's stream and the side chat to be entertaining and worth listening to. And when I was interacting with them, also fun. Same kind of fun I have at Welsh News Network, frankly. So yeah, I mean, well, if you're a regular there, and if you don't think that I was, I don't think I misbehaved when I, gave a little bit of a response. And I don't think I was, what is the phrase? Feeding the trolls. I don't think I was feeding the trolls. So I would probably pop in again, just because, like I said, it was great fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought so. I tend to be harmless. Yep. But yeah, Carrie, you heard your name because I was trying to give Leaf a rent so he could drop us a link to his YouTube page, but he's still working on it. Yeah, but mirrors. Again, I was someone else's guest. I wasn't going to start a fight in another person's house. That's just rude. Especially since it was so transparent what he was trying to do. I don't know. Yeah, Carrie, I made the comment because I went to look at my channel, and then I saw that you had made a comment on on the my misstarted stream that that I will have to be redoing, because I still want to do Chilito's Adventures this coming Wednesday night. Um, Fights are encouraged. Oh, okay. Well, the problem with, and again, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but the problem with where that fight seemed to that would have been going is the fight started with him basically saying, "You're a poo poo head," and so what am I supposed to say? You're a poo poo head back? um, or you are friendly with people who I'm not friendly with, therefore you're a poo poo head. Uh, that's actually more accurate, I think. It was especially when it dawned on me who it was, where he was coming from. That really is what it translated to my head was you are hanging out with people that you go to channels run by people I don't like, therefore you are a poo poo head. And I really can't give any sort of response to that. You are a poo poo head, Virgo? Uh, ooh head. Oh yeah. I think that's Susie and the Banshees song, isn't it? Ooh head. Or maybe Prince. Maybe it's a Prince song. All right, now I'm just being spinning off into just uh, really inane stuff because it's late. I'm tired, and I think I'm just going to admit that I completely lost the thread of the stream, and that we are only going to do 3 proofs tonight because I got an early morning. A rare Friday's always early, but this is a rare early Tuesday because someone is someone doesn't learn lessons properly from past experiences. So I have some early morning appointments. Literally take 3 tries at that. Ooh head. I'm pretty sure it is. But Virgo, yeah, thanks for dropping by, and I'm sorry that I'm weak tonight, but I am, and yeah, you walked into off topic basically, or just stuff. And what am I saying? Off topic? Nothing's off topic. It's whatever you guys want to talk about. That's the topic. I do have one quick question. So Carrie, you said you're going to take pictures on the treeless plain. Yeah, the treeless plain. And I forgot to ask. I think is that where you guys are going on that trip you were talking about, or is that near where you live already? Because I know you were talking about getting a caravan or a camper or whatever and going on a trip. And just because I need to know before I call it a night. Eastern Washington has some treeless plains, also named Treeless Plain. This is literally a place in Australia that is named Treeless Plain. And I think it proves that looking at pictures, I think it's proof that the Earth is flat. Um, okay. All right. So you won't be going for about 18 months, and you're going to be traveling around. Excellent. Well, we'll all be looking forward to the pictures. Uh, so treeless plain near Yakima. Hmm. That is suspicious. I don't know, Mirrors. I was looking at the pictures. Looks pretty flat. Uh, let's see. There. You see? Ah, ah. Doesn't get much flatter than that. Oh, okay, that's not flat. But right, up, 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 up. And plus, we further have. So I'm revisiting the proof. But yeah, Virgo, good night. Thanks for coming by. I got literally 2 minutes before I'm going to call this. But further proof in Australia that the Earth is flat. We earlier were talking about how the great philosopher of the flat Earth, um, William Carpenter, he said that it's impossible to circumnavigate the globe south and north. You always go east and west. And here, look, western end of the treeless plain. Western end. All right, where's the sign? Come on. Eastern end of the treeless plain. Aha! Case closed. And it's flat. No, I am. It is a joke. But yeah, or it's Eastern Washington because apparently there's a treeless plain out there too. Wow, something to look into. Yes, you started a whole new conspiracy theory, Carrie. A whole new way to prove that the Earth is flat, and we're using the non-existent place of Australia to prove it. However, these pictures do make me want to go there. If it wasn't so far away. Anyhow, part of Wyoming. Oh, you live this is what, Southern Australia? Southeastern Australia? Where is this? Where is the Nullarbor? 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 The treeless plain, how about that? Where is that? Let me know, then we'll call it a night because I'm fascinated now. Yeah, I know. I'm just probably butchering it when I try to pronounce it. It's between Western and South Australia. Okay, all right. But it is, yep, from east to west. Because there cannot be a north to south. Just ask William Carpenter. Yeah, it also looks like a stretch of road in eastern Washington. Yeah, this is what the 96 road or 96 miles straight. Is that what this is, or is that another road? One last funny. Okay. Let's hear it. Oh, here's a close up of the sign. That also appears to be the product of a conspiracy because Eastern is different looking than the rest of this, so it's clearly photoshopped. You know, I'm hoping a lot of this stuff gets clipped and taken out of context because it would be hilarious. Uh, Mizuki. Was that? I don't know. I think I do, but Mizuki, that's that girl that you were with, right? Yeah, yeah, okay. Yes, I do. I don't know her, but I've heard of her. I never met her, I guess, is the way to is the what I'm trying to say. All right, well, that does me no good. Anyhow, I know I'm joking a lot about Australia, but it really does seems like a place I would love to visit. Um, maybe after I've retired and have no obligations, no places to be, and I can take a very long flight and uh, yeah. She came to Wyoming with Gordon Hanley. Oh, a premier violinist from Australia. So he must have felt right at home in Wyoming, given this. Although I've, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but that are down there. This is the image that I have of Australia in my mind. Flat, arid, nothing but straight roads. But it's big enough that you guys have different environments, right? You've got forests, yeah. I mean, this it's not all like this. It's not all treeless plain. You must have plains with trees on them, uh, since you have a place named Treeless. But yeah, see, flat. It's the flat Earth right there. Oh my God. Oh, he came to Wyoming because it was like Australia. All right, yeah, I'm hammering that joke to death because I am tired and I'm really out of things to talk about. So, no, I know I know Wyoming has have woods, and you have sheep as well. Um, I was thinking of whether I mean that Australia has something other than savannas and rocky coastlines, but I don't know. I shall have to research Australia and find out after I retire, probably. Anyhow, with my ignorance of Australia put on full display, I will. Ah, well, thank you for the super chat, Mirrors. I'm definitely gonna come back to Stone Vet's chat. Uh, what I found hilarious is that enough said about Rights On and that crew. But no, I'll definitely be back to Stone Vets because yeah, it does rock. It was a lot of fun, and he was a lot of fun. I like his commentary. Even if he got increasingly unfocused as the evening / morning wore on. But yeah, he let Mr. Kaiser talk enough and let him run enough without interruption that you could really get a feel for what a weasel the guy is. So yeah, as I said, definitely will be by later on. So thank you, Mirrors, since you're one of the regulars in the chat, and well, thank you for the super chat too. And on that note, let's see. Well, let me. Okay, so that you know what you're never gonna you never know which Stone Vet you're gonna get. Okay. Yeah, I think actually I've seen him, and seen is often quotation marks here. I think I saw him over on Master Sergeant's channel. And yeah, stone cold sober and all. Again, seemed like the same kind of. I like his sense of humor too. I have to say that. That's another reason that when he came up in my recommendations, I went over there because what I saw of him over on Master Sergeant Retired's channel, I liked the sense of humor that I got from that, or the sense of his sense of humor that I got from that appearance. So yeah, you will probably, I may or may not speak up, but I definitely will be over there again because only if I think I have something that I find amusing to say or insightful. But the topics that have been discussed there, I actually don't have a whole lot of in-depth knowledge on, so I can really only make little offhand comments when something witty comes to mind. Something vaguely witty. But anyhow, yeah, I think I definitely will go back into his back catalog. Especially since, here's something that is completely off any topic we've talked about before, but I am predicting, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I am predicting an implosion in the LawTube verse. And I watch a lot of the streamed court hearings, and again, watch a lot of those because, again, they make good background noise. It's people talking and things happening. And if it appears that I need to see some visuals, I can always scroll back. But more and more courts are moving away from streaming the hearings now that now that COVID is in the rearview mirror. So I think we're going to see a contraction in the LawTube arena. So I'm going to have to be looking for other things to look for, to watch and to listen to, and Stone Vet might actually fit the bill. Because I've said this a couple of times. My partner at work, when it's slow, she will shoot me if she has to hear another word from Chile de Castro. So yeah, he's off limits, if she's around. But yeah. Let's see. MYTWIN. I'm not sure what that stands for. I don't know what I actually not. When I say I'm not sure, I mean I don't know what that stands for. My twin. Oh, it's a name of something. It's not an acronym like I was trying to make it. Actually, someone's channel name. Well, he Ricks and rolls. He's a YouTuber. Okay, but yeah, I suspect there's going to be less and less of that kind of content as what's available out there shrinks. I'm already seeing some of the channels I occasionally watch going back into the archives and doing best ofs. Although that could be because the year is coming to an end. I don't know. So until the last year and a half or two, there's been a little more sort of hurry up and wait aspect to my job. So I've had time to sort of run that in the background. Don't talk to my twin. Okay, I will not. Yeah, I think there's already enough nuts I end up talking to. So okay, I'll take your advice, and we'll avoid him. But anyhow, on that note, it is now 1:30, and this is the time where I was going to end, regardless. So, Mirrors, thank you for the advice, and thank you for the super chat, and thank you for the warning about my twin. I will not talk to him. Generally, I don't know. And thank you for coming out, Leaf. I hope you and Carrie can link up over on Facebook or wherever. And Cap, whoever else that might still be around, thank you for watching, and I will see everybody next time. And if you can, if you think about it, join me Wednesday night and encourage the adventures of Chili over on the Guild Wars. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks again.